Hello traders, you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel, and I especially welcome you to this video where we're going to be discussing the high and low optimized trend tracker, that is the HLOTT indicator. All right, so let's just add the indicator to the chart right now. High and low optimized trend tracker indicator. Okay, so this is how the indicator looks like. This is a powerful tool that helps traders catch trend shifts before they happen. Now the HLOTT indicator is designed to track price movements dynamically, allowing traders to identify key reversal zones with accuracy. Okay, unlike traditional trend indicators, it adapts to market conditions in real time, reducing false breakouts and lagging signals. Okay, so now what makes this indicator so effective? One is the fact that it optimizes trend tracking. It identifies strong reversals before they develop, and it aims to reduce noise. Okay, it facilitates noise reduction, helping to filter out fake breakouts and unnecessary signals. All right, and then it has real-time adaptability. Right, it adjusts automatically to market conditions for accurate trading signals. And this indicator works across all markets. Whether you trade Forex, stocks, crypto, or commodities, the HLOTT keeps you ahead of market trends. Let's just quickly take a look at how it works. Basically, when price crosses above the blue HLOTT line, it signals a potential uptrend. Okay, you can see during situations whereby price crossed above the blue line, it was indication of an uptrend, and you will notice that the coloring of the candlesticks above the blue line, the coloring is blue. Okay, on the other hand, when the price drops below the red line, it indicates a possible downtrend. So this makes it an effective tool for trend traders looking for clear buy and sell signals. You will notice that when a sell signal is given, by the dropping of the candlestick below the red line, the color of the candlesticks are going to change to pink, indicating that this is a bearish move at the time. And then whenever the candlesticks fall between the blue and the red, indicating a consolidation phase, the candlesticks color remain neutral, right? But when it drops below the red line, it turns bearish, pink in color. When it climbs above the blue line, it turns bullish, blue in color. Okay, so to use this indicator effectively, you have to wait for a confirmed cross of price over the HLOTT line for a bullish trade, or below the HLOTT line for a bearish trade. All right, and then you should look for confluence with other indicators or price action patterns. Okay, and then use it to filter out market noise and trade with confidence. This indicator is quite an effective one. However, do not forget about your trend lines. Do not forget about your horizontal support and resistance zones. These are very, very important price points on your chart. The trend lines show you dynamic support and resistance zones. The horizontal line shows you static support and resistance zones. So ensure that you do not neglect these important tools on your chart. Okay, now you might be wondering, how does the HLOTT compared to other trend indicators like moving averages or super trend. While the moving averages tend to lag behind price action, the HLOTT adjusts dynamically, providing real-time signals without delay. This means faster decision making and better trade entries. Once the price crosses above the blue line and you've gotten your confirmation, you can actually use other indicators for additional confirmation, right? And then trend line. So for example, we can see now in this particular example, we had price forming higher highs and higher lows. And at this point, it's crossed above the blue line, right? And you can see that the price came to retest the trend line around here. So after a successful retest and the formation of this bullish candle, should have been a good place to enter a buy, right? Setting stop loss below the previous swing low if you want to be more conservative. If you don't want to have a tight stop loss, because a tight stop loss might even require you setting your stop loss literally below this particular zone, right? But if you want to be more conservative, you can set your stop loss below this particular swing low, and then your take profits can now be at, a higher resistance zone. Just ensure that you have a good risk to reward ratio, right? Because you can see that we have a resistance zone around here, right? Can you see that? See, there is a resistance here. Yeah, there seems to be another resistance here, right? So if you were to take this first resistance, then your risk to reward ratio will be around, ratio 1:1.7. Well, 1.7 is not exactly very bad, although I'm going to recommend, if you can get at least 1:2, 1:2, that's even better. But 1:1.7 is also manageable, right? So if you set your take profit around this first resistance, then it's also a good one, and then you would have closed on profits if you had done that, right? So using this indicator is quite straightforward. It's quite straightforward. Okay, you get quick signals, and you're able to make better decisions for your trade entries and even your exits. Okay, so if this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more trading strategies, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Make sure that you never forget about risk management. Just like how I was mentioning good risk to reward ratio, do not also trade with an amount you cannot afford to lose, and try to minimize the amount you are risking at a particular time in a particular trade. If you have, for example, $1,000 capital, you should try to limit your risk for one trade to maybe $10, $20, which is going to be giving you 1% or 2% of your capital in a trade. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if possible, unless if you are an aggressive trader, of course, because different traders have different styles of trading, but for a more conservative approach, you can try to limit your risk per trade to 1 to 2% of your account balance. Okay, so have you tried the HLOTT indicator yet? Do you think it's better than other trend indicators? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Happy trading.